So I tried to record, but I couldn't. I know a while ago I showed you guys. I used to be able to record for some reason. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. Main reason why I don't do it from the app, because the app definitely doesn't allow me to. But I had a little layover. I only played for an hour, but I entered 2 tournaments and basically won like $10 in 2 hours. But it's my first time back. These are my first 2 tournaments. First 2, this one and this one here. And as per usual, it does seem like some things have changed. I was not quite able to spot patterns. I was able to spot their little in-house account and watch out for players that they were pushing pots to. But that was it. I couldn't really spot any patterns. If anything, it's just basically the same accounts winning or doing the best within every tournament. And these are like the most garbage players. And you'll see some, like, for instance, this hand. Look at this. I flop a jack, I turn another jack. I'm already betting in big. And this magical dunk in-house account just knows how to get there at the end. There was nothing for them to go off of except the jack 7, but still I'm already betting out big. Why are you in the hand? You really shouldn't even be in the hand. I 3-bet. Well, actually I didn't 3-bet. I actually 4-bet because I didn't want these donkeys in the hand. That's basically it. And magically, they're there. They call. This was on the final table. So it was the very first hand of the final table. And I'm out. And there is a little history with this particular account. Not in the deep past, but just from tonight. They just seem to win everything. So I should have just folded. Like even turning 3 jacks, I should have just folded because I knew it was coming and it came. And again, this was not the only hand. So now I have this hand. Sorry for all that noise. Alright, sorry about that. So now for this hand. Now within this tournament, I was just getting demolished off the bad beats. So I just basically had to go play survival mode. But I was just getting demolished. I was literally flopping top pair and all kinds of straights. One particular hand I flopped the straight. I 3-bet. There's no reason they should have been in the hand. It wasn't the final table. But again, I say these games are a lot harder to play because there's just more dunks. They don't know how to play, so they just chase with fucking aces, right? So they have an ace 7 offsuit. They hit nothing, absolutely nothing on the flop. But I believe I flopped or turned, nutted straight, and then here comes runner, full house for them. Because I believe the board paired and I had trips or something like. No, not that particular hand. I'm mixing up another hand, but whatever. Wound up losing. Now this particular hand, it is the final table, so in a sense, I can't be that mad because I would have played it as well. These are 4s. They're paired. Final table. Only 6 people left. It's definitely a playable hand. But just see what flops. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This flops and I can't hit. Everybody else is hitting it on on the river, except me. I can't hit almost absolutely nothing. So this hand right here basically just sums up the whole 2 little tournaments I did. Just bad beat or nonsense. And again, with this particular player, well, these 2 particular players, the one that has the orange or the yellowish label, but also the one up top. Again, 2 suspicious accounts just cleaning up almost everything. And I tried, and it's just so ironic because I played the 10-9 offsuit. I know it's a different tournament, but I played the 10-9 offsuit trying to see if I can catch something. And look at the flop, but I can't hit on the river like everybody else. So same nonsense. And again, for the people that may stumble across this and think it's just some guy complaining with no type of anything, this is years and years of of data and information I've documented and just shared and showed. But I guess I'm gonna start playing a little bit more too, to continuously show. I have been getting more questions actually on Instagram about certain things. And then I'm still seeing people asking what's the best site. There is no best site. All the sites you can play from the US, complete garbage. They are unregulated. You will get cheated, not just by people, but the site themselves. You will get cheated. So, and again, I'm not a losing player that's complaining. People used to cry and say that. I debunked that because I actually started posting the, proof of, I can cash just about every single tournament I do. And I'm cashing just about every single tournament I'm in. If I'm not cashing, I'm winning. I'm talking about first place. I'm talking about sometimes hundreds of people, even sometimes thousands of people, because again, it's online. That's more when I used to play a little bit bigger. You'll get like 1,100, 1,200, 15, 17. If it's one of those big tournaments with a smaller buy-in, sometimes we're getting 3 and 4. I think the most I've ever seen online was probably like 20-something thousand entries. But a lot of them were like rebuys. And I think it was Bovada, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember, but it was a while ago. And I actually wound up cashing in that. I made it to first table. I made it to the final table. And when I made it to the final table, I think I wound up getting second within that tournament. And for second, I think I got somewhere around, I could be mixing up with another tournament. Again, it was years ago when I was actually playing big. Now there's no point for me to play big on these sites. But I believe it was either 53 or 23,000. But it was one of those big tournaments. So, but whatever. So, long story short, it's the same nonsense. I'm seeing less patterns again, but it's just more of suspicious accounts just winning. And they're usually just magically getting there on the river. You'll flop a straight, you'll flop trips, and just magically they're there. They win on the river. So just keep a lookout for that. Winning on the river and those suspicious accounts. Remember, I tell you guys all the time. Sorry, I'm sort of working out now. I got to the hotel late, so I gotta do a little walk and run. But yeah, just keep a lookout. You see those suspicious accounts, just notate them. Do what I'm doing. Put labels on these people. Take notes of the player names. I usually show you guys the player names, but I'll go back to doing it. Fuck it. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But I'll go back to showing the table names so you guys can watch out for these same, again, suspicious accounts. Also, these push accounts. A lot of people don't understand what I mean by push accounts. Push accounts are usually accounts that these sites push pots to, and those people then in turn dump it off to whatever other player, whatever other house player, or give it back plus more. So